We are not going to sit back and take it. Our leaders on the left are going to stand up for what's right.
And we cannot allow Elon Musk and a small group of people to secretly, behind closed doors, take away our privacy, take away our dollars, take away everything we have. We are going to fight this fight. I am going to stand with you in this fight, and we will win. 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 We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest.
Oh, we are doomed. All these old men. Look at who we have running this country.
What is going on? This is to tell you how Democrats are panicking about Elon Musk. That is a summary I can put out based on the information and things I'm seeing. When you look at this issue of Doge, what they have done within the space of just a week, initially, Democrats laugh at Elon Musk, like, oh, this man is working in a government that doesn't even exist. Oh, what is Doge? What can Doge? Now, this same Doge is giving them sleepless night. They can't even sleep. Look at Big Gate having interviews to talk about it. That is to tell you, if you see Democrat panicking on a particular issue, you might be doing something right. Elon Musk might have touched that point that they never thought or they never saw coming. Trump made it clear before Elon Musk doing they approve it. So
we are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your asses. And God damn it, shut down the city. We are at war.
The Democrats need a real leader, okay? They need a real leader, which currently does not exist in the Democratic Party. And they have been caught completely flat-footed with the entire Trump presidency for the last 2 weeks and Elon Musk. I said on CNN months ago that Elon Musk would be the most influential advisor to President Trump, and that is proving to be true, whether you like it or not. But Democrats should have had a plan for this. They knew it was coming. We say this every single night.
2025.
We knew it.
Just talked about.
We knew it. Trump has said all of these things were going to happen. We saw him align with Elon Musk, which may go down as the smartest thing that any presidential candidate has ever done, from the young vote to tech to a million other things. So Democrats needed to have a plan, and it may be too late.
Yeah, Bakari, are you fired up after?
I'm fired up and ready to go. Can't you see it in my face?
yes, we have seen the meltdown everywhere on social media. The White House is now coming out, cutting funding to all these people. I don't know if you've seen this. Karoline announced that she is cutting off funding to Politico and other media outlets funded by these same organizations. The Dutch team is working on canceling those payments now.
USA ID has gotten a lot of attention in the last couple of days with some of these bizarre things that we've been, taxpayers have been funding. Now it looks like there are a couple media outlets that have been dragged into this conversation as far as USA ID funding as well. Does the president have any comment on that?
So upon coming out here to the briefing room, I was made aware of the funding from USAID to media outlets, including Politico, who I know has a seat in this room. And I can confirm that the more than $8 million taxpayer dollars that have gone to essentially subsidizing subscriptions to Politico on the American taxpayers' dime will no longer be happening. The Doge team is working on canceling those payments now. Again, this is a whole of government effort to ensure that we are going line by line when it comes to the federal government's books. And this president and his team are making decisions across the board on, do these receipts serve the interests of the American people? Is this a good use of the American taxpayers' money? If it is not, that funding will no longer be sent abroad, and American taxpayers will see.
Sounds like something that they're most concerned about is Doge engineers with access to Treasury systems. Can you clarify, do the Doge engineers have read-only access in these systems, so they are not allowed to write new code? They are not, okay.
No.
And then are any officials here preparing to fight Democratic lawmakers in the streets?
Absolutely not.
So
and thanks for the question.
Some elected Democrats are so steamed about Doge. Congresswoman LaMonica McIver says we are at war. Ilhan Omar says we might actually see somebody get killed. And Chris Van Hollen says we have to fight this in the Congress. We have to fight this in the streets. So what now?
And may I just point out, if you heard that type of violent, enticing rhetoric from our side of the aisle, from Republican leaders on Capitol Hill, I think there would be a lot more outrage in this room today. It's unacceptable, the comments that have been made by these Democrat leaders, and frankly, they don't even know what they're talking about. Because President Trump was elected with a mandate from the American people to make this government more efficient. He campaigned across this country with Elon Musk, vowing that Elon was going to head up the Department of Government Efficiency, and the two of them, with a great team around them, were going to look at the receipts of this federal government and ensure it's accountable to American taxpayers. That's all that is happening here. And for Democrat officials to incite violence and encourage Americans to take to the streets is incredibly alarming, and they should be held accountable for that rhetoric.
They just want to come out and spend their hard-earned money, and they want their tax dollars to look like it's helping the country.
And also, I got to say,
don't you agree?
I totally agree.
I mean, man, I've looked at from when I moved to Nashville and made zero to what I make now, and I paid a ton of taxes. And man, I just want to see it. I just want to be able to go, that's my damn tax dollars working right there. That's helping people and making the country a better place. But I've yet to see.
Buddy, I live in a state with 13% tax on every year. And I just had to endure a fire that would have happened anyway, but could have been handled a lot better. But my 13% was not used wisely.
You saw what they said. At the beginning of this video, they call for public demonstrations everywhere in America. That is what they're advocating for. And if this happened, these people should be held accountable. That is the truth. Because it started like this. They pass out a message to the people. If things start escalating, what I don't understand with all this noise is the fact that these people continue to spread misinfo about what Trump is doing. Trump is doing just exactly what he said he would do. Nothing has changed. Reducing government spending is not something bad. Looking into where your tax dollars has been going into is not something bad. Democrat freaking out is something I don't understand. Or they just want the moment to have like this on TV so people should know they also exist. Even looking at CNN and Jimmy mocking them like, what? Look at the people ruling you, governing you. Look at them. It is crazy, so childish, to see them doing this. If someone is in your house stealing and someone just barge in and discover that person, you will praise the person for letting you know. You will not get up and go against that person for announcing that, this person's a bad person. That is the opposite Democrats are doing. It's like they enjoy where this money has been going into. If this was not exposed to the public, people will not know that this is happening. Look at it. Political. When I look at the amount of money entering into political, I believe you've seen on this article.
Mr. Gates, you also called Elon Musk's political influence abroad, quote, insane.
President Trump has the world's attention now. He came through.
Any clip you see behind my videos, that is just for algorithm. You can stop here. God bless you abundantly. Please always share the videos. It motivates me and the algorithm picking up to recommend.
It's essential.
Early on, immediately.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10 to her.
No, the EU does not treat the U.S. fairly on trade and that he has some big complaints. Is that true?
right? And it doesn't mean that we should sit and pretend that it's suddenly okay, that this new presidency is just going to keep on keeping on. That is not the case. And because, final point for me, a year and a half is because...
This is the United States.
You're talking about a man who didn't become the president of the United States because of merit.
This lady is not unstopped.
Where awful things have happened. So
over. And sparks move things. And it doesn't matter how much water you have.
Future president and his gag.
Or somebody in policy.
The city of the Pacific Palisades is burning. And, I flew here last night. I was on a plane.
You getting water to areas that need...
He's been trained his whole life to do.
What do we do?
Right now you're looking history, remember it.
As a country about January.
Yeah, and then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel. I don't know.
Jim Jordan.
In the 5 tenants of
Palisades Village right here. This is the town center of sorts.
And he did this little dance.
Josh Green, the governor.
I have a lot of...
If you voted for Donald Trump, then that means that you voted for people to be